What's happening, everybody? Happy New Year. Kelly, what's going on?
You're live on Instagram.
Doing good. All right. Are you at work today? Is that fun? A sty in your eye? How was the 2024 for you? How was the year? How did the year end?
Why can't you make 200?
Okay. That one question just cut out on me. What was the question? Honestly, yeah, you could, but you could keep her out as like if you had a little more control, keep her as an employee and give her some more guidance, and then that could be the what's next for people. But it's honestly have the conversation with the person and have them, if you want to start with that 50-50 split where they are independent and they're learning and you're able to nurture them and have their own little mini business, I think that works great. But sometimes they don't make enough money when they're just starting out. Yeah. That's huge. I have an assistant just like that I'm hiring. Yep. So she may be mature enough to do that independent structure with. And because she's going to have access now to different things she could deduct as a business, which she can take from her personal life. Dinner with friends. I talk about hair. That's a business expense. Obviously, within reason. But yeah, there's a lot that can really help her out. Did you get all those documents, by the way? Okay, cool. All right, I'll go check all the permissions to make sure they're all accessed. Next time that happens, just shoot me a text. But yeah, there's different structures for each one of them. I think if you want to learn more about that, Christina wants to ask a couple questions too about some of that. But everything else is cool. End of the year is good. Awesome. Yeah, you're crushing it this year. You're welcome, Christina. If you had a second. No, it's okay. So let's chat. Okay. Okay, great. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so that's awesome. I'm glad it's included like that because it's going to be even easier. I typically like to separate everything out, and I do everything a la carte because of how people need to budget their money nowadays, and because things are inexpensive. You're going to give people the opportunity and the option to maybe get someone else in the salon to blow them out. So it would be less expensive. You could just rough dry, blow out the bangs. They could see it. They could leave. I offer that as well. Yeah. Yeah, no, I get it. So how that would work, how I like to set it up is, if me and you were working together, right? You're my assistant, let's say, and Jennifer's our client in the chair. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do the color application with you. I'm going to make sure that you are part of the service. I'm not going to send you to my client and let you do her color. Like a lot of salons do that. I don't like that way. What I do like to do is, hey, Jennifer, do my consultation. Like, I'm going to have Christina jump in and help us out today. Cool? Awesome. We split the head in half. James, can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you fix my camera so it's not on an angle? I'm still a little twisted. Just fix the level part for me, because I'm looking at myself like kind of crooked here. You're going to have to unscrew. Yeah, cool. Thank you. Sorry about that, guys. And what I'll do is you'll take the left side of the head, I'll take the right side of the head, and then we apply together. As I'm doing your hair, what I do is invite you into the conversation. So I invite Christina in to speak to my guest. And if you both dance, let's say, you both dance competitively, I start bringing up that into the conversation. So then you have something in common with that person. Now, I'm going to try and pick someone in my salon who has something in common with that particular stylist. I'm sorry, with that particular client. Now, as I'm doing Jennifer's hair, I'm going to ask her, hey, Jennifer, do me a favor. I'm going to ask you a question. Does your hair feel dry to you? Yes. Don't make shit up, but it does feel dry. I tell you what, I have a new mask I want to try. Can we try it in your hair today? She's probably going to say yes. Awesome. If we leave it in for the full time to really let it repair your hair, is it cool if Christina blows you out today? Oh, no problem. Yeah, I really want to try this mask. So you have the client say yes to the service being done. But you want to make sure that obviously your assistant's trained so she can blow out hair as good as you. And yeah. All right. If you form this is where it gets a little tricky. You can do that. 100% you can do that. You just need to make sure that you have the agreement with them. So it's like some kind of a written contract with them where they're agreeing to it. But you can't control their schedule. It's going to get tricky. We have to take a look at how you're going to form that contract with them, and you can do it. But you have to be super transparent. Or yep. Okay. It happens. Oh, yeah. 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 Okay. Yeah, the per hour amount, it's really what you're not gonna be focused on. I'll be honest with you, because you're the owner, right? Yeah, you want to be focused on your day, because once you start trading your time for money by the hour, you could figure out that time, but that's not where you want to be at. You want to start learning how to buy back your time, and if you could figure out how many styles you need to build up to X amount per week. What I do is I take a look at your full, how much you want to make a year. Let's say it's $200,000 out of not doing hair, just strictly from the salon. Take a look at 200,000, then take a look at the salon itself, how many chairs you have, how big is your salon, how many people you need to see, what are your prices, what's your area? Yeah. Yeah, well, we could chat about it real quick too. I mean, I would take a look at how many chairs you have. So how many chairs do you have real quick? 25. All right, 25 chairs. So let's take a look at, I'm going to do quick math for you. If, what do you book a week on average? Easily, typically. Just you, who your top stylist is. You, or, okay. And then, no. What do you take home a week? 4,000, 3,000, 5,000, 8,000? All right, beautiful. So about 5K a week. That's great. You got to figure the person beneath you, right? The second person, highest booking person in the salon. I'm going to guess around 3. How much? Okay, cool. Yeah. So you're talking, yeah. So 7,000. So you're going to save 3,500 a week. I go weekly, so it's easy for me to do that math. So if you think 3,500 times 25 chairs, if you can get your team built up the way you did it. So the whole point of this is you know what it takes to get to 5,000 a week. Your sole purpose as an owner is to train your team so they can get to where you're at. And that's going to take leadership skills, the camcorder method, how to get them to blow dry hair the right way, color hair the right way, that consultation the right way, how to get people to come back. So a lot of it goes into how you developed your career. But let's say at 3,500 a week times 25 people, it's 87,000 a week. Yeah. So now, if you really get crazy with that, and let's call it 20 people on the Monday, Tuesday, Friday, the Monday, Wednesday, Friday shift, and then the Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday shift, that 3-day split, if you potentially have 40 people in your salon averaging 1,000 a day, let's say, and they work 3 days a week, it's 120,000 a week. You'll get there. But I'm saying, so when you take a look at your goals, right, I want you to have that kind of goal. And if you say to yourself, all right, I want to get 40 people in here times 3,000 a week, what needs to be true about who I am as a leader? What needs to be true about how I'm helping grow and nurture these people? Because at that point, I mean, working 3 days a week, making 3K a week, that's awesome for some people. That's huge. So now you have to work from where that goal is backwards. So, all right, what do I need to first learn how to do? What I say is let's get really dialed in on the parts and labor conversation. Let's get really dialed in on how that 1099 structure is going to work, or the independent partnership will work, because there's a couple different variations you can do it. But having an internal system that teaches everyone how to be confident and obviously competent behind the chair, because competence builds confidence. If you have 40 team members, there's going to be a lot of managerial help you're going to need. So you're going to have to really dig deep and see who's on your team or who's in your world that you could pull in. Because some of that is not how you're going to do this. It's who you have to bring into your world to make this possible. Because you by yourself, you're not going to be able to do it. And I mean it like no one can do it. 40 people, controlling your schedule, plus having a kid, plus being a mom, plus running a salon. But yeah. Perfect. Yeah. Yeah. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to give it to you right now. Everyone cool with that? Everyone going to give me a thumbs up who's on camera? I would sit down with you and your manager or whoever's in your life, and I would create exactly what you do step by step from the time you start with a client to the time they leave the salon. The whole customer experience, end to end. Exactly that whole experience you give to a client. How you make them feel, how you do their hair, how you get their coffee, everything. From haircuts to blonding services. How you show up every day. Do you show up early, on time? Like, are you the example you want your people to be like? Then you want to create an internal curriculum that when you have a lot of new people coming up, you want to make sure that every single haircut that you do, you document it, you film it, and then you give either a voiceover or a step-by-step illustration or instruction on, and you can use ChatGPT for that. And that would be, your haircut series. Then you have your color series. Then you have your styling series. Then you have your consultation series. All of that stuff lives in a Google Drive somewhere. That's part of your onboarding process. So if they're an experienced stylist already, how it's going to look is obviously they know what they're doing. So if they don't need the technical skills, and they already have pretty much everything that they need to be successful, then you give them access to everything so they can keep learning it and developing. But the second there's like a repeat client or someone has an issue, then you have to bring them back and go through the foundation again. But for someone who's kind of green, you're going to bring them on. First, have your core values established, 100%. Like, what are your core values for the salon? What's your mission statement, your success statement, your why? That needs to be articulated in your initial hiring process, in your interview. Then you want to make sure, once they're a good fit, obviously that's established. Then they have to follow through the series of education that you have, that you created in your internal documents. And so you're duplicating yourself. Did you watch the agenda lesson that I did 2 weeks ago? Okay, it's cool. So that's going to be very needed for you to stay on the same page without pulling your hair out. All the agenda really is, it's a internal document between you and another person, or you and a group of people. And so your manager and you should have a living Google Doc that lives in a calendar event. I'll show you what that looks like right now. And that is where you guys fill out information on. I mean, you could use Slack, you could use Basecamp. The tool is really not necessary. It's just how you're communicating is what's important. So let's take a look at this. Today is Tuesday. Here is my document with James. I'm going to go, right here's my document. This might have been a sample from last week. And then this is for our meeting. So I'm going to put James, that last video sucked. Don't do that again. I took it down, right? And then anything I have to give him, hey, check out this link. I like the way this guy edited it. James is one of my producers for the podcast and everything else. So I'm going to give him links to check out. Rather than me calling James at 5 o'clock in the morning with my crazy idea or bothering him or forgetting, I use this document to list all my ideas down. Now, you could use this for every single point of contact you have in the salon. And then this way, you don't lose anything, because you don't take the proper notes, but you have a place to collect all the information. Then you have a place to collect the follow-up stuff during your meetings. And that's in your calendar. So if you talked about something last meeting with one of your team members, you just go back to the date that you had that meeting, and then there's that Google Doc. Also, if you film it, like we're filming right now, I use Google because Google's the easiest ecosystem that connects everything. What I'll do is,
can I have access to this video a little bit later?
yeah, 100% you could. You have access to it all the time. But the point is you're filming it, so now that everything that was spoken about with that individual is recorded and in that drive and shared with them. So they never have to worry about forgetting what you said. They can just rewatch it. So when you want to talk about the high-level plan, it's who you need to become as an owner, and you probably won't be able to do hair the way you do now with that many people. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Yeah. So I love that journey for you, and I think a good goal for this year would be first, let's get to 25 people on your team, or let's call it 20 people. 20 people averaging 3,000 a week. How's that sound for a goal? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I would put about our team, how we do things, like a landing page like that. And then what I would do is treat it like any other person you're trying to attract into a business, like from a client standpoint. What I would do is have testimonials, have some of your great stylists explain how working at your salon helped their career, how they love working there, the team atmosphere. Have that on the About Us page for stylists, or learn more, or work with us, or join our team. And then explain exactly how you do it. Everyone is independent. Everyone has control over their schedule, like things like that, so people understand.
Yeah, I already have that. Right now I'm kind of just changing a lot of them, but I wanted to, once they give me a mock-up of everything how it looks, I wanted to send you to
Yeah, please. Yeah, do that.
can improve it on that.
Yeah, 100%. I could go through that. Yeah, what's it built on, by the way? What website builder?
Webflow?
That's the Is it Webflow, or is it WordPress, or is it? Give me your domain. It could be Wix or Squarespace too. What's your domain name?
It's CK Studio, CK Studio Salon.
All right, cool. I see it right here. I'm going to share my screen so everyone can see it too. Guys, you got a question? Just raise your hand. This is a pretty chill lesson today because we have everyone doing hair hopefully for New Year's Eve. All right, so this is your site, right? Right here? All right. All right. It's book now. Services are right here. Find your stylist. All right, cool. I would have some kind of a menu. I would definitely have some kind of a menu up top to guide them other than services and then find your stylist. You're going to want to have something to start building your local SEO and your search engine optimization, like a blog page.
I have somebody that does SEO for
All right. Where can I find your blogs? Yeah. Okay, so here's the thing with SEO. It's one of the, I would say, all my SEO friends are going to yell at me. It's one of the biggest scams out there, I think, right now today. Yeah, because your website itself, like, as long as it's structured properly, it's not an ongoing monthly thing. It really isn't. Once it
you can help me to kind of
yes,
not be able to spend that
yeah,
much money every month.
yeah. What are you spending a month? If you don't mind me asking. Okay, yeah, we'll definitely discuss that offline because we can go to Upwork and get somebody to do that for you for $550 for the year. Yeah, honestly, but yeah, because look, here's the deal. You want, like, if I Google, like, let me Google this real quick. Just as an example, I know it comes up. Is the Revlon brush dry or Revlon brush bad for your hair? All right, so let's take a look. This is my salon's website. And I am above Revlon for this question. Let's see if I'm linked here anywhere. Reddit. All right. So this right here, when someone has a question about this subject, it goes right to my website. And now because I have so many relative keywords on my website because of my blog and the way I structured my website, what is the best salon in NJ? James, I know you're watching right now. This is going to be your salon in Florida soon. Don't worry. I come up right here. That's my old salon. And then typically, I just changed my domain name. I come up first, and I should be back up there again. But I will come up for voted best hair salon in New Jersey because I put that in my meta title. So how you structure your website's important. That's great for the SEO help. But then the ongoing SEO work, if you watch the Mirabella marketing method or the Mirabella, whatever that call is, you guys know what I'm talking about. You could take your Instagram posts, take the voice transcription, upload that to ChatGPT from either a product review, from a beauty tip, and then use that for your blog content. And then you have all the relative keywords that somebody's looking for. So for SEO, what is someone in your area looking for? The best hair cutter near me, best colorist, best balayage, how to deal with dry hair. And if you start thinking about the questions, there's a website called Answer the Public. Write that down. It's called Answer the Public. And it rates all the questions being asked on Google. And then you could start taking a look at what is the most asked question and then narrow it down to your area geographically. And then you start creating content to answer those questions for people looking for it. I mean, that's a high level tactic, but if you do that and you have 40 people, you're going to have no shortage of clients to fill those chairs. That's what you pay SEO for.
Sorry, I have to go.
Yeah, no problem. I know you're busy doing work, but that's for everyone watching the call right there. You can we'll chat later. How about do your thing? But when you guys start talking about SEO, that's what really the search engine optimization is. You're going to optimize your website so it loads fast. That's one of the most important things. Then you want to optimize it so you have all the proper H1, H2, H3 tags. And that's going to be the person from Upwork who's going to help you out with that or someone else. After that, and your site's structurally sound for SEO, now it's up to you to start putting the content on your website that helps build your SEO. And then you start linking to any kind of like Reddit forums or any kind of Facebook pages or any kind of other bloggers out there. You could be a guest blogger for their website or their blog. Get any of the colleges nearby. Have someone in your styles who's trying to build up, one of the younger team members, have her start helping the college out with their blog, or they can do a guest spot in your salon. Whatever you need to do to team up with that .edu, because having a .edu link going to your website is huge. Any .gov, any .edu, any of that stuff. That's going to really help your SEO ranking as well. But now that we got some people back, James, you're back. I want to bring you up, James. I want to hear one of your goals for 2025. What do you got going on? Are you cool? If you, yeah. Yeah. Make that your one goal then. Yeah. When I say goals for a lot of people, I don't want anyone to get overwhelmed because what happens is when you have so many goals, none of them really get accomplished. And then the end of the year comes and you're like, shit, I got like 90% of one done, 30% of another done. It's like, what's the one thing that will have the biggest impact on your business? And then let's try and make that possible. And then you chunk that down into quarterly bite-sized mini goals to get you there for the end of the year. Yeah, that's the way I like to break mine down. And it's hard because I have so many different businesses, but yeah, so let me hear. What do you got? What do you got for today? Yeah, you're looking for local, 100%. Are you guys doing the updates on your Google business page? All right, cool. That's going to help a lot. How your reviews go? Your reviews are good. Next question. How is your, I forget what it's called now. It's whatever it is. It's how is your name on Google, Yelp, Facebook, all the platforms like on Bright Local? Is it the same everywhere? That's correct, right? All right. All right, good. So then you work with a girl from Bright Local. Then you should be seeing the results like in the next, I would say, month, 2 months, 3 months. Like it's going to start popping up. Yeah. You mean searches for your site or searches for your Google business page? All right, when we change your website over officially, we're gonna create the meta titles and the meta tags and the pages of your website to Best Salon in Vero Beach, and we'll create some standalone landing pages like we spoke about in the past. I'll make sure that my team does that with you, and so that way you have like how I come up for Best Salon or voted Best Salon, you'll be able to do the same thing. Because that's another reason why I like Shopify. Beyond selling products, it's just easy for me to do on Shopify. You could probably do it on Wix and WordPress. I just know the SEO structure of the site is really good. And so when you start having different pages that dedicate towards those questions that people are going to have, you're going to pop up really quickly. And I think you froze. But the other James, you could pop in any questions you have in the chat too for me. If anyone's got questions watching right now. But I think James is frozen. So, Leslie, if you got a second, I'll chat with you while James is frozen. All right. All right, cool. All right, Les, come on. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. You're cool.
There we go.
So what do you got? Nothing. I love the fact that you said that you got so much done this year with no resolutions.
It was my first. I'm usually so big on resolution, and I didn't do this because I was like, okay, Leslie, like I talk a lot. I've always talked a lot and not done a lot of action, and I literally cannot believe how much changed for me this past year.
Because you just took action.
I mean, I met you. I actually owe it to you. I think that getting the right coach is essential.
It's huge.
I tell all my friends and like my colleagues from my previous salon to talk with you.
I told one of my coaches my goal. He told me to fuck off.
Wait, what?
He told me to fuck off. He's like, that's not big enough. He goes, you could do $1 million a month. My goal was it was 100K. It was 100K a month from one of my businesses, and he was like, "That's bullshit. You could do $1 million a month."
Absolutely. You don't want to like cap yourself.
I don't, but she's like, "Dude, you have to work." And this is what I say to people too. I was like, "Well, I mean, I wanted to get here." He goes, "Why create a stepping stone for yourself? Just do it." And this is I 10x my goals. And I was like, $1 million a month. I'm like, "Fuck, yeah." And that sounds astronomical. But what do you need to learn right now? Like, I think I posted today. What are you pretending not to know that you already know? Leslie, you kill it. And you have a 3-chair place too, right? You got a 3-chair place too, right? You have 3 chairs? Yeah.
I have my friend renting, and I love her. You know, she was like my dream like person to come with me.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping that she stays in Boston because she might end up moving back to Scottsdale, Arizona. I can't blame her.
Yeah, after this winter. Who knows?
I don't know, you know, but I'm, you know, I'm still getting on hiring somebody and like getting over, you know, all my everything wrapped up in that. And I just, you know, I want to have somebody. My short-term goal is I want to have somebody on board for the spring because the spring is gangbusters.
Yeah, you can do that. What are your core values? Do you have them figured out yet for your salon?
Oh yeah, I wrote them down.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
They should be. They have them, but that's part of the whole. That's part of the hiring process. Like, watch that video, the core values identifier. And then one of the questions I ask somebody is, "Why are you doing hair?"
Yep.
I want to know why you're even doing this, and then just have a casual conversation with them. And then if they're just doing it because they couldn't do anything, they didn't want to do anything else, and like they have no passion.
Can't have them.
Yeah,
I can't have.
Yeah.
It needs to be 100%.
yeah,
Recognize that. When I wanted to hire my friend, I really had to ask myself that question, and I ended up telling her that she can't work with me.
yeah. I want killers. Like, that's what I want this year.
Oh yeah, and it's like I have to get out of like my emotional mindset and like get into like the business mindset. And where of course I want to bring on people, but I need it to be like worthwhile to the overall goal of the business.
I look at it like a partnership. I look at it like they're whether you're not my employee, you're not my team member even. You're literally my partner. Like, I want it to be like we're in this together, and like the way because I obviously being a Marine, like that mentality is ingrained in me. But one of the things I heard today was a kind warrior. That's what you want. You want somebody to go in the trenches with you, crush it every single day, and just be a good person.
So many people.
That's what you want. Yeah. Your content will bring them because the way you do, especially on your TikTok content, you just let your personality come out. Let your personality come out, and that person will be attracted to you, and that's the right person you want. Yeah.
Oh my God, if anybody's watching this, go to my pinned video and look at the comments. Like, I have time now, so I'm gonna start going
Yeah.
through, but I have so many busy hairstylists who have no social media in there in the comments, like over 1,000 right now, being like, I'm booked all day and I have no Instagram, I have no time for nothing. And those are people that you want. Those are your clients.
Yeah.
Leanne is on TikTok too with me.
Okay.
And these are the people we need to get to. These people on social media who are sitting around complaining and now bullying people.
You don't want that.
Well, that's what the industry's turning into, and all the eyes are on TikTok right now.
Oh, they are.
Blocked on Instagram.
Yeah.
I hate to break it to you, but everybody's on TikTok.
I like Instagram because it's the best messaging platform for me.
Know it. It's because it's familiar.
No, I love TikTok too, but the messaging aspect, because of what I do for coaching, it allows me to speak to people.
It'll be so much more
No, I have a TikTok.
Just get on. I know, but you need to get on there and film it on TikTok. You're recycling content on there. You have to make organic content and
Oh,
you have to film it using the app.
we have it. Yeah. Oh, we have. I have my. That's the whole project for this year. Independent content. So I got my gimbal. I got some other things now. So it's literally YouTube Shorts will have its own thing. TikTok has its own thing, and then each day is dedicated to each one of the platforms. It's
So different. See, okay, so that's why I have really spent the past 3 years on TikTok as a consumer. Because like each platform, we actually talk about it on TikTok, how it's actually totally different worlds. And people
it's two different parties. Yeah, it's way too. It's completely two different parties. Yeah.
so the stuff that's going on in the TikTok realm, it doesn't translate.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. So TikTok's very specific. The bullying. So we have this like group of hairstylists who are actually like coming after influencers and like death threats.
Oh, I love. I'll get involved in that.
You missed it. It was toner
Yeah.
toner game.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, I watched her video.
Now the latest one has been this girl who tried to cancel everybody for the cost of products. Ashley Mack.
Oh, I think I saw her too. Yeah. I don't want to get into too much of the drama. What I do want to talk about is TikTok Shop, and I'm going to talk about Whatnot.
TikTok shop ruined it.
So for product for retail for me. Yeah. So have you heard of Whatnot yet?
Gary's so on Whatnot.
Yeah. Yeah, I love Gary because the e-commerce.
So you know that it's actually like you can sell anything, any of your items. Like
Yeah.
if I have a piece of clothing, I could be like, hey, buy this dress from me.
Yeah. There's a lot of crazy shit, but for retail, for my purposes, in my warehouse doing product reviews, I want to make it more like a QVC channel. And so my goal for this year is to be streaming live, and I'm gonna pair TikTok and probably Whatnot together, and then yeah, because there's so many products now, and then tour each salon, each location.
Can I tell you what you want though? You want creators selling it. You want creators pushing it. You want thousands of creators selling what's in your warehouse.
Yep. So my affiliate program, yeah,
People need to build trust with you.
yes,
Where TikTok's important because people are building trust. Like podcasts now, how you have to do a 3-hour podcast and not be edited to gain trust.
yeah, I just shoot it. But I'm looking to bring on all the affiliates, but each one of my team members, I want to get them to a point, like stylists in my salon. Like if you're done with hair, you feel like doing it 1 day a week, and you're good on camera, let's sell. Because some of the people want to do that.
Hiring that person's now an influencer.
Yeah, that's what you want. If she doesn't want to do hair anymore, that's not your thing though. But if you want to do hair, but sometimes these younger generations, these girls, you have to have a what's next for people. You have a 3-chair salon. You have a 3-chair salon.
Ruining the industry. These kids need to get back to hair.
No. I'm talking about people. No. I'm talking about people who have nothing really. They're just either don't want to do hair or they just love products. Don't forget, products are part of what we do. And they are.
I do. I mean, I sell products, but that's to maintain the service. I'm a service provider. I provide a luxury service.
Of course you do. So you would want your client to go to CVS and buy her shampoo? I don't care. Listen, I don't care either. How about educating someone on how to curl their hair, style their hair, sell that blow dryer?
That game is so everybody's now on. Oh God, what's her face? The
Who?
girl who got famous in Miami, Alex Earl.
I don't-
Everybody's on her because she came out with a TikTok where she was like, "My old Pantene gives me the best hair ever."
I'll tell you a funny story before I let you go. I had one of my girls. Yeah, she was doing me and her sat down one day. I'm like, you got to create more content. She's like, I'm going to do a shampoo review. It was either Pantene or Dove. And we took, I think it was Redken, one of the Redken shampoos. And we took a mannequin head, or was her extensions, and we colored them. And then we washed them with the shampoo like 5 times in a row. And the Dove made it last longer. She filmed it, and she's like, oh shit. She's like, should I post it? She didn't post it, but it was funny.
But somebody is.
Yeah.
That's the thing is now
Yeah.
everybody's posting it. So
I will, I'm going to let you go. You're killing it on TikTok. Beautiful. But you had a great year. I'm proud of you. So just to give you feedback, Leslie had an amazing year. She was in a salon, went off on her own. She's crushing it on her own. So proud of you. You did a fucking great job this year. James, Other James, we got any questions?
Nope.
All right, everyone. I want to wrap it up for the new year. I want to thank everyone who's watching this call, who's going to watch it later. I really appreciate everyone being part of the community. It's just been such a great journey. Like, just going through everything, the ups and downs, the hiring, the firing, go off on your own. It's been great. And this next year is going to be even better. So I appreciate everyone. Have a great, happy, healthy new year. And remember, like, when you set your goals, sometimes, like, a lot of people get distracted by having so many different things they want to accomplish this year, and you accomplish nothing. Set one big, crazy goal for yourself and just do everything you can to make that possible, and then chunk it down. But just, if it doesn't feel right, then don't do it. Do whatever makes you happy, whatever feels right to everyone. So, James, big shout out to you too, because I know you took a lot on this year. And so that's awesome. Happy New Year. Yeah. Like, for those of you watching right now, James is down in the left-hand corner. James came from, like, obviously you're older school than I am, but you stepped into SEO, you stepped into hiring a virtual assistant, you're building your salon team, your social media content's getting great. Like, everything's like just firing at all cylinders for you. And that's a lot to take on, because there is like a technology handicap if you didn't grow up with a phone in your hand or grow up on a computer. And so I didn't grow up on a computer either, but I know that I have a lot of clients, a lot of people, even in my salon world, they can't do half the stuff you do. So pat yourself on the back. Take a moment to pat yourself on the back. You should be proud of yourself. All right, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have an amazing, happy, and healthy new year. Love you all, and I will see you next year. Goodbye. James, are we still live?
I just ended it.
All right, cool.